Clippers won 118-95. I need to start with, some of these guys on this team, man. Norm Powell, once again, he had 29 points. Excellent efficiency. Was knifing through the defense. And this is a Mavericks team that did not have Kyrie Irving. It did not have Luka Doncic. They were both ruled out before the game. So it was essentially just the Mavericks, few starters and then bench players. And they played pretty well, actually, for the first half. Getting a little worried about it, actually, up until the second half. But like I mentioned, Norm Powell took over. Usually talent outweighs good coaching or, when you're shorthanded. The Clippers have faced that a few times, too. Like, when they play some of these really, really, like OKC, they were just out-talented. The Clippers can hang with them. Like, you can do something, but in the end, it's usually the team with more talent that wins, and the Clippers just had it. James Harden had 24. Ivica Zubac had 21 and 15. Let me see if I can pull up the Ivica Zubac stat, because it was something insane. He did something that no Clipper has done since DeAndre Jordan. He's the first Clipper with a 20, 15, and 5 game, so he had 5 assists. Yeah, man, Zoo can pass it out of the short roll. The first Clipper with a 20, 15, and 5 game on 75+% field goal percentage since DeAndre Jordan. If we remember, DeAndre Jordan was all NBA one year. Zoo was 10 of 13 from the field. He was dominant against good centers. Derek Lively was healthy. PJ Washington was healthy. Daniel Gafford was healthy. All their center rotation was healthy. And Zoo dominated him. Not surprised there. James Harden had 5 rebounds and 7 assists. Doing his thing again. Norm Powell, 68% true shooting. He's been lights out. I mean, that trio of Zoo, James, and Norm. Like, I am having so much fun watching and covering this team, man. Because, they get down by double digits sometimes, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for them to get hot. Because their defense always keeps them in it. And the Clippers got Derek Jones Jr. back from injury. He came back early. He actually said that he wanted to return against Utah, but the team held him out, which is smart. So he came back from a hamstring injury, and he looked fantastic in his first game against his old team. They actually had a tribute video for him. So this Clippers team is now 16-12. They're a game and a half out of home court advantage after Thursday night's game. So the Clippers are the 5 seed right now, a game and a half out of the 4 seed, and we're in the middle of December without Kawhi Leonard playing in one game. And Kawhi Leonard made the trip. He looked good. He was in good spirits. He was joking around with the team on the bench. So he made the trip. He should be returning probably the 27th against Golden State back at home. Excuse me. But the Warriors lost, Suns lost, Wolves lost, Nuggets lost, everyone around the Clippers lost. And this team, they're doing it in a variety. Like, Amir Coffey has been a revelation yet again. Like, he was great last year when he stepped in for Paul George. This year he's been even better. He's having a career year. Like, the Clippers lost Paul George. Kawhi hasn't even played a game yet. And the Clippers are in the conversation for home court in the West with Christmas a week away. Credit to the front office. James Harden has been a floor raiser. Norm has been one of the best shooters in all of basketball. And people, just don't seem to realize it, which is so weird. You type Clippers into any comment or any... You talk about them like, oh, they suck. What? Just tell me you don't watch the games. The Clippers are overperforming every expectation put on it. People were saying that they'd be one of the worst teams in the West, that they'd be at the very bottom with the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah. I remember you guys saying that. It's, what? You got Derek Jones Jr. and Batum? Who cares about those guys? Oh, you lost Paul George. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, you lost Russ. Ha, ha, ha. Let's make fun of them. And now they're doing better than your favorite teams. And now, let's switch the narrative. Oh, whoa. Oh, let's make fun of Kawhi's injury. And he's coming back, guys. So, listen, there's so much season left. But let's put this into context, right? the Clippers. Let's just say Jokic didn't play until around now. You think the Nuggets would still be as good as they are? Absolutely not. They'd probably be way worse. Let's say Steph Curry didn't play until now. You think the Warriors would be 16 and 12? Actually, the Warriors are in a downfall right now with Steph Curry. Like, what if LeBron hadn't played up until now? You think the Lakers would have been better off? Some people would say yes. No, the Lakers would be terrible. Really bad. Like, the Suns can't even win without Kevin Durant. Like, we know that now. So the fact that the Clippers are doing all of this without their best player and a guy that was just second-team All-NBA last year, a guy that put up historic offensive numbers last year. So they're doing it without him, and they have a top-5 defense with guys like Norm Powell playing the way he is. Zubac's having a career year. Wake up, people. This is not a fluke. This is a team that can make some noise with Kawhi Leonard in the lineup, and he will be back soon. So, clown them all you want, but they're going to compete with your favorite basketball team, so yap, yap, yap. That's all everyone does. Like, people were really saying that the Clippers were going to be the worst team in the division that they're in, the Pacific Division, with Phoenix and the Lakers and Sacramento and Golden State. But right now, the Clippers winning that division, they're the best team in the division right now at 16 and 12. Like, that's certainly a possibility. I want to shout out my guy Jamal Christopher on X. Just a Clipper fan through and through. He posts all this stuff about them. So they have a chance to avoid the play-in. And you have a chance to have a healthy Kawhi Leonard in the second half of the year for the first time in ever since the bubble. So we're starting to see a process here. So great win by the Clippers. I know it was against a shorthanded Mavericks team, but you got to win. You got to play who's in front of you. You got to win against the teams that are in front of you, and they did.